High school hoops action took place on the east end of St. Thomas this weekend in the form of the third annual Ivanna Eudora Varsity Hoops Tournament. On Saturday, 9 games, including the Devil Rays hosting Antilles Hurricanes. Stephon Adams had a nice alley-oop to Q Matthews for a win. The Devil Rays would prevail, though, 62-21. Championship Sunday, it was island rival Chickenhawks versus Devil Rays for all the glory. Taquan Regis had a huge day for the Chickenhawks. He pops a 3 there in the first quarter. Then Jabari Alexander would get into the long-range action of his own. Second quarter, Stephon Adams, he's the MVP from all the previous tournament. He hits a jumper. In the fourth, it's a 2-point game, and Adams is keeping it close with the drive and the bucket, but the defensive breakdown late causes McBean to score for the Chickenhawks, and they would take away this one and the victory 63-57.
Well, yeah, this is a victory that we're going to cherish for a long time because, you know, we played Eudora prior to today 5 times and they beat us in all 5 games. Today was a little different. We made a couple changes in our game plan and it worked out pretty well for us today.
On Saturday, the Lady Hawks saw a championship warm-up facing their inter-island rivals, the Lady Rays. And Kiana Mills, she can run the floor. She had a transition pass to help her Hawks down the Rays 55-43. They would go on to score one more in their championship match on Sunday, taking the title 56-32. Sherelle George is your tournament MVP. The winless UVI men's basketball team were looking for their first win Saturday facing UPR-Rio Piedras. That's Dornell Weaver with 2 of his 10 points. Rio Piedras just raining threes on the Bucks, though. Chris Lockhart, usually doing the lion's share of the scoring, had just 8 points on the night. Bucks down by as many as 28. They climbed back to within 9 thanks to Jones and LaRose late game shooting. LaRose with 12 points, but it wasn't enough. Bucks are 0-6, and they dropped this one 88-76.
I think because the record was 0-6, everyone is like putting their head down. We need some motivation. Because honestly, I believe we're the best team out there.
We just got to keep it together and keep our heads up and try and bring home a win. Because it's very frustrating when you know you're in a game and 1 or 2 plays throws you off and then the lead go back up by 15. And then when you look up as a team, it's like you put your head down. But we can't do that. We got to keep our heads up and keep fighting.
We don't have a deep team. And that's what all these Puerto Rican teams have. Our challenge is to kind of slow the pace down in the second half, which is to our advantage, which is challenging because we're fatigued and that's when we turn the ball over and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, that's our biggest disadvantage.
The UVI women facing Rio Piedras on Saturday morning. Lady Bucks were down 32-6 in the second quarter. They climbed back. Giovanna John and Melanza Hendrickson both with team-high 11 points. But Rio Piedras ran away with this one handily 73-31. Bucks assistant coach Stuart DeVinner with some angry words for the Puerto Rican visitors.
He say I am slang. He insulted me. Asking me why I am playing full court defense. And I'm gonna tell you why. Goal average. We are playing for the first place and I have to protect my goal average. That's why. That's the rule of the league. If he have a problem with that, he has to answer to the league, not to me.
That's your look at sports.